Hello and welcome back to the Breastfeeding with Confidence podcast. Today I am doing something a little bit different. We're going to start mixing it up and I want to start introducing regular Q&A sessions. I want you getting your breastfeeding questions answered. So we're going to have a short episode once a week where I just answer a quick breastfeeding question that you have. Hey, Mama Bear. Welcome to the Breastfeeding with Confidence podcast. Do you dream of bonding with your baby through exclusive breastfeeding, but worry about breastfeeding pain or low milk supply? Maybe you're struggling with breastfeeding and no one seems to have any answers. I'm Jaimie, doula, international board certified lactation consultant, and mom of 5, and I have been where you are. After working through painful latches, milk supply worries, and postpartum depression, and supporting countless mothers through their breastfeeding journeys for over 8 years, I'm here to tell you breastfeeding doesn't have to be perfect to be positive. Each week, I'll share breastfeeding tips to help you prevent and overcome unexpected breastfeeding challenges so you can actually enjoy bonding with your baby. If you are ready to shut out the toxic whispers of the world, embrace your God-given intuition, and release your inner fierce mama bear, grab some coffee or your favorite herbal tea and let's dive in. Before we dive into today's question, I am going to take a moment to invite you to our upcoming Secrets to a First Latch Without Pain workshop, which is perfect for pregnant moms who want to breastfeed and moms who are currently breastfeeding but struggling a little bit and need something to change so they can enjoy breastfeeding. Come to this workshop. We are going to bust myths about breastfeeding and pain. We're going to set you up with a plan for success. And I'm going to show you my go-to latch technique that has the potential to absolutely transform breastfeeding for you. We're also going to have some fun giveaways and a Q&A session at the end. And I am so excited because I am looking forward to connecting with you, seeing your face, seeing you there, having a back and forth and not just speaking into the abyss and hoping you hear it. So I cannot wait to see you there. If you want to grab your seat, visit littlebearlactation.com/secrets and you can claim your free seat. All right, let's dive into today's question. So today's question comes from Cynthia. And Cynthia says, how do I know my baby is getting enough milk? I feel really stressed out because I can't actually see how much she's getting. And when I pump, nothing's coming out. So I don't know if she's getting enough. What can I do to feel more confident? And I love this question because honestly, even as a mom of 5 and a lactation consultant with my 5th baby, I would have that worry. I would sometimes have that worry like, is she getting enough? Are you sure she's getting enough? Is she doing okay? And my husband would look at me and be like, Jaimie, take a deep breath. What would you say if this was one of your clients? And then I was able to find then I was able to find some peace, right? And in my situation, no, she wasn't getting enough, but I knew what to do about it. So this is a really important topic that I think we need to chat about real quick. So, first of all, it is such a common worry to be worried, is your baby getting enough milk? I mean, hello, we are like brought up and raised in this very analytical, scientific world where we are data driven, we have to see things, we need proof, and we're not really taught how to trust our instincts. So just trusting like subjective signs that your baby's getting enough milk can be really stressful. Like, oh, well, if she's crying, then she must be hungry, or she's not crying, so she's not hungry. And that's not what we're looking for. That's not how we determine if our baby's getting enough milk, but we don't have to see it either. So, first, we want to make sure that your baby is having enough wet and dirty diapers. So, for the first week of life, we want to see that they are having 1 pee and 1 poop diaper per day of life. Uh, After the first week, we want to see about 6 a day. Listen to make sure that your baby is swallowing regularly during feeds. You should be seeing a suck, swallow, breathe pattern. And if you are seeing a suck, 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 swallow, breathe, pause, suck, 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 swallow, breathe, pause kind of pattern, that might be a red flag. If your baby is really content between feeding sessions and they are like alert and awake, but just content, a lot of times that is a sign that your baby is getting plenty of milk. We definitely want to make sure they are gaining weight. So if we're tracking weight, especially during those first couple weeks, we're tracking their weight. We want to make sure that they are gaining weight on their growth curve. An initial weight loss is very normal, and we can talk about that in detail more. But then we do want to see that they start trending up, especially when that milk supply starts to increase, right? Around day 3 or 4, the milk supply is increasing. We're not just going off colostrum anymore. Here are some things that are not a sign that your baby is not getting enough milk. Crying. Just because your baby is crying does not mean your baby is not getting enough milk. However, if your baby is incessantly crying and refusing to latch and your intuition is screaming at you that they're not getting enough milk, maybe we need to take a deeper look at some of these other signs. Just because you are not pumping a whole lot of milk after you have breastfed does not mean your baby's not getting milk. If your baby is supposed to tell your body to make the exact amount of milk she needs, if you are pumping in addition to feeding and not getting milk, that might be very normal because you don't need to. Especially if you're pumping right after feeding, the baby's already drained the breast, then you're telling your body to make more milk, but you're not going to see it right away. You would see that increase in milk supply later on as your baby feeds at the next feeding. It is so funny talking about this because I am still breastfeeding my baby, and as I talk about it, I feel like I can just feel a letdown. So it really is important to kind of find that balance of looking at data without needing too much specific data, knowing what red flags to look for to recognize that there might be a problem versus what is just normal newborn behavior. If you are ready to take action and set yourself up for breastfeeding success, I hope to see you at our upcoming Secrets to a First Latch Without Pain workshop, which you can register for at littlebearlactation.com/secrets. And if you are ready to just dive in and take action today and get started learning all the things that you need to know to set yourself up for breastfeeding success, whether we're talking about supporting your milk supply naturally, navigating unexpected challenges, knowing how to get a really good deep latch using your baby's instincts, and learning how to trust your intuition, join me in Latching with Confidence. This is a comprehensive online on-demand breastfeeding course that is going to set you up for breastfeeding success. It's not just a fluffy course that teaches you how important breastfeeding is. It really prepares you for how beautiful breastfeeding can be, how to work with your instincts and your baby's instincts, and all of the real challenges that real moms face. And I share with you all of the tips that my clients tell me they wish they would have known sooner. I am setting you up so that you can know them now. You do not have to wait another minute. Plus, when you join today, you do get a free month of support inside of the Confident Mama Bear Society, which means you can come ask your questions and get straight answers from me live. How cool is that? So if you are ready to set yourself up for breastfeeding success, visit littlebearlactation.com/secrets or dive right in at littlebearlactation.com/latching with confidence. All right, Mama Bear, that is a wrap for today. If this episode helped you feel a little more confident or a little more prepared for breastfeeding, can I ask you a quick favor? Go ahead and leave me a review. It helps other moms find this podcast and join us in this amazing community of fierce and confident mama bears. And hey, if you know a friend who could use some encouragement or real talk about pregnancy, breastfeeding, and all things motherhood, share this episode with her. You've got this, Mama Bear. Trust your instincts, stay fierce, and I'll catch you in the next episode.